Before we get into the video, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so that you never miss another video. Thank you. I'm not sure if anyone is hearing this or not. I don't know what day it is. I don't know where I am or where I'm going. I need to get as far away from where I just escaped and hope for the best. My name is Dr. Haley Daniels, and I am a biomedical scientist specializing in researching new species of mammals on Earth. I was drafted in, God knows how long ago. Weeks? Months? I don't know. I was drafted in January 2021, so however long that is, to work for the UK government on a new tenure to identify a species found off the coast of Cornwall. I was excited. I love getting stuck into this kind of work. It's fascinating, so I was like, of course, sign me up. The money was good. I'd be housed in accommodation at the research facility. I'm single, so that works out for me. No rent payments, you know? It was a dream tenure. It should have been a dream tenure. But it wasn't. Oh my God, it wasn't. Listen, if you're hearing this, please remember my name. Dr. Haley Daniels. Please Google me every now and then to check that I'm still alive. I'm on the run from them. They'll probably kill me when they find me. By speaking out right now, I am in gross violation of the many non-disclosure agreements I signed. I know I can't run forever, but I need to tell as many of you as possible what is happening before they catch up to me. I know you have no reason to believe me. I get that. But please, just trust me. I wasn't called in to work on a new species found in Cornwall. I was called in to research a new species that had crash-landed in Cornwall. From space. Yeah, that's right. Aliens. I was researching alien bodies found in a fucking UFO crash off the coast of Cornwall. They were tiny. Around 3 foot tall. About the size of a 4-year-old child. They were pale grey. Humanoid in the sense of having a head, 4 limbs, and a trunk for internal organs. The face was odd. There was an eye socket, but the eye was nothing like anything I'd seen before. It was most akin to a fish eye, but no nerves running through or spinal cord attaching them to the brain. Well, there is no brain. No central point of communication or processing. I guess it would have been more effective to work on them whilst they were alive, but I'll get to that. The skin seemed inorganic, as if it weren't an organ like ours. It resembled skin, no fur or scales or anything like that. But the cells under a microscope were so uniform. No need for it to breathe or absorb external substances like our skin does. No water retention or absorption mechanisms. It was like the subject were covered in armor. Armor thick enough that it took a diamond-tipped drill to penetrate. God, saying it out loud makes me want to throw up again. I haven't eaten properly since I got to that place, yet I managed to heave every single day. Anyway, the subject had no skeletal system, no nervous system, no circulatory system, no organs, none that I could find. I thought the whole thing was a joke at first. A fucked up hidden camera prank show. The subject in my lab can't have been alive. It was an inanimate object, not an organic creature with the capability of flying from another galaxy to ours. I did test after test after test, trying to figure out how it lived. Because it can't have. That's when I tried electricity to shock it. I placed the subject into a large CT scanner to see if anything happened. A spark of life. Test 1, nothing. Up the voltage. Test 2, nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing until test 46. A brief flash of orange on screen. Try the test again. Another flash. Test 47. A higher voltage. The orange flashed all over the subject's body in waves and patterns like an intricate tattoo. One flash sparked another, and suddenly, the scan of the subject began to morph in front of my eyes. Plain matter was altering, creating a structure of life. Each system of life began to build in pixels on the screen. Bones, blood vessels, tissue, brain matter, all of it was growing. The picture I was seeing on the screen was like a series of pregnancy ultrasounds in fast forward. I was horrified. It was coming alive. Right next door. I raised the alarm and it sounded throughout the entire facility. Within seconds, heavily armoured soldiers were filing past me into the scanning room. An officer barked at me to turn it off. Turn it off now. But I couldn't. Nothing responded to any button I pressed. It was too late. They tried to open the scanner, but a fucking force field or something like that was protecting the subject inside. And still it continued to grow and morph. Bullets were fired. That's when I was forced out of the room, forced along the corridor away from the chaos. Of course I protested. It was my work in there. What if... I don't even know. I don't know. What had I done? What had I created? As I was being forcefully escorted through a door I'd never been through, I heard screams. I'll never forget that. The screams of those men and women. It was haunting. God knows what they saw or what was being done to them. And that's when I ran. No one stopped me. No one questioned me. They were all too busy sprinting in the opposite direction. I escaped by climbing the electric fence perimeter. I'm covered in electrical burns and I think I broke my ankle on the drop down, but at least I'm alive. Well, for now at least. I don't know what happened. I don't know whether they managed to get the situation under control, and if they did, well, I'm going to be hunted down and killed. If they didn't, well, the subject can't have had a great first impression of the human race, so I don't know. Maybe that's worse. The unknown. Either way, prepare yourself, because we're not alone on this planet anymore. Maybe it's been this way for ages, and maybe what seemed like an apocalypse event back there was just your average Tuesday for these people. I just wanted you to know.